Let's hear it for vegetables. Yeah!
During World War II, victory gardens, as they were called, helped feed troops and their families. First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt had one. That's the last time there was a victory garden here. Armed with a pitchfork and a shovel, First Lady Michelle Obama digs into her next project, an 1,100 square foot vegetable garden on the south lawn of the White House.
Now, a farm bill. The government is going to tell you what you could grow on your farm, how to grow it, but could they tell you how to grow your garden? Really? No big deal, or yet another sign the government really doesn't know its boundaries.
I want to make sure that our family, as well as the staff, and all the people who come to the White House and eat our food, get access to really fresh vegetables and fruits.
A number of food safety bills are circulating in Congress now, and I've been getting a lot of phone calls on these to my radio program. This happened after the peanut scare. One of them threatens to wipe out small farmers, and you could even be in trouble for growing a tomato in your backyard. It's the Food Safety Monetization Act. With me now is Tim Whiteman. He owns a small dairy farm in Ohio. Also, Debbie Stockton. She's with the National Independent Consumers and Farmers Association. Debbie, let me start with you. People are calling me up left and right and saying this thing is a nightmare for anybody with a farm, even a garden down the road. Is any of that true?
Yeah, sure, it's absolutely true. The way the bill is written, it has very broad language, and it says that a food production facility shall be considered to be every farm, ranch, orchard, aquacultural facility, vineyard, or confined animal feeding operation. Well, what the bill does not exclude explicitly, it includes implicitly. It does not define farm. It doesn't say a farm is this, that, or the other. It simply says every farm.
Judging from this map of the new garden, there will be plenty to go around. Spinach, kale, fennel, rhubarb, collard greens, even mint. And there will also be a couple of beehives, homemade honey.
That could be regulated now?
Absolutely. And just if they say, well, it's not our intent, that's absolutely meaningless, because intent has no bearing on what is actually the language in the law. And like I said, if it does not explicitly exclude something, then it's implicitly included.
Okay.
Let's hear it for vegetables. Yeah!
Wait. Why wouldn't they do it? Why are they passing this law if they're not going to do some of these things?
Oh, they will. They're just not going to do all of them all at once. I mean, what they're going to say is, oh, this isn't going to affect the small farmer. This is for areas where we feel that there is a genuine food safety hazard. And they're not going to go after small farmers right away, but they will eventually.
Okay.
And it will simply put small farmers out of business.
Is total traceability, which means if I take my products to a farmer's market, you, Mr. Beck, will have to fill out a form telling me what you bought and when you plan to consume it, so I can keep it on record. If something should happen and they trace it back to the farmer's market, they can call you and say, don't eat that stuff because it may get you sick.
Hey, you still have a little bit of common sense in me. If you said to me, Mr. Beck, you got to fill out this paperwork and tell me when you're going to consume it so I can keep it on record, you know what I'd say to you? None of your damn business.
Let's hear it for vegetables. Yeah!
Everything grown here will either be cooked in the White House kitchen or sent to a local soup kitchen.
I mean, exactly. Debbie, what happens to us if I don't want to fill out the form, or if the farmer says he's not going to fill out the form?
Well, good question, and that is going to happen. I mean, I can pretty much guarantee it, because you're talking about hundreds of thousands of farmers. I mean, small farms are the fastest growing economic sector in the country. They're growing by an order of about 10,000 a year. And they are simply not going to allow this to happen, for the federal government to come onto their property and tell them what they can and cannot do.
How's this going to hurt you?
As is most foods in these new bills, everything is considered hazardous. Raw milk's always been vilified for a long time, so now I'll be producing a hazardous product, and if I don't follow the rules the way the government says I should follow the rules, they can shut me down.
So what is
Kill my cows, take them away.
Who's going to you guys tell me if I'm wrong. Who's going to benefit from this? Big farm.
Oh, the major corporations. That's
Absolutely.
right.
No, major corporations.
That's all this is. It's a vehicle. That's exactly what this is. This is a vehicle for increasing markets for the large corporations in industrial agriculture.
Let's hear it for vegetables. Yeah! Let's hear it for vegetables. Yeah!
Turn them off!
This is the theater of the absurd, my friends. This is the theater of the absurd.